We are again. One thing I want to just get out there. So I have this letter that I wrote to myself in '99. I was 17 at the time, and I recently have been rereading it. I've been feeling very much not like myself lately, on both ends. Like, it's not even that I'm like being really flighty and floaty lately, and it's not even like I'm getting a lot of stuff done. And I'm starting to be able to get back into being productive again, but I still feel like there's a level of, it's like the engine is still dirty. So, um, trying to clear out the engine right now so I can get back to productive mode. And then I just have to, then after that, then I have to really make sure to maintain my engine. All right, so here we go. Dear Kelly, let's see, where do I start? I have so many things I want to do with my life. I need to stop planning and start doing. I'm not going to organize this at all. It'll just be as I think. I'll start with friends. These are the people I want and think I'll keep in touch with. This doesn't include family. And then I name a bunch of people that I was talking to at the time. They haven't consented to be in this video, so I'm not going to actually name their names. And it's true. I don't really talk to any of these people except for 1.5. Kind of talk to them, and the one I would really like to start hanging out with him again, which I will. That'll go on my to-do list. Anyway, it's sad when I think about the people that I say this in here, I'm not talking now. It's sad when I think about the people that I'm close to now that I know I probably will not talk to. But if I do, I'd rather be surprised then. I think technology is going to get much cooler and we'll have more leisure time. We'll be able to make further advances when it comes to spirituality. Billy Joel said it real well when he said science and poetry rule in the new world to come. Skipping past that part because I went through that in a different video. I will definitely be a spiritual and artistic person, but I am going to be well educated in the sciences. I throw my hands up at my love life and just trust that that's going to work out for the best. I always knew that I was an old soul, but I'm finally learning who I exactly am and being comfortable with being who I am right now. I tried to be so much more mature than I really was. It wasn't like I know everything, but on my soul level, I was immature. The point is, I feel 17, which is cool that I feel my real Earth age. I think I've generally kept that general sense of things where I know that inside me, I know that whether it's my soul or just a glimmer of the universe that is of a time that is unfathomable to me. I guess most people would just call that eternal. But I can't fathom eternity. But at the end of the day, to actually feel my real age, not to pretend that or try to pretend that I'm like smarter or more than where I'm at right now. Because within this Earth school, I am exactly where I need to be. I am comfortable knowing that I will grow into something better, but I am great now because I am me. You must be true to your heart. I'm quoting a Camelot song. I wonder if I will quote songs a lot when I get older. All the time. All the time. I will hope everybody do that like they have like a soundtrack to their lives. Maybe not. I will hopefully get all my ideas out onto paper, whether it be painting or writing. I was really into painting at that time. I, I think I'm going to be a chiropractor too. I ended up not going down that path. I don't know where I'll be living in 5 years because this was originally meant to be like a 5 years in the future letter. I ended up reading it a year later and pushed the year back to read it 5 years after I opened it prematurely. Oh gosh. But then I forgot about it completely. I'm really excited about life though. It's going to be great because guess what? It is great. I want to be able to share it with the ones that I love and find out more about myself. I want to become a better reader so that I can become a better writer. because I will be reading more often. I want my apartment to look cool. I want to experience culture and life. Sometimes I just want to hug life, and I hope I will be able to do that until I die. I've grown so much this year, and that is one of the biggest highs to think about. How much a person can grow in a lifetime, how small that seems to a year. This makes me wonder who I'm going to be when I'm out of college. I didn't really end up going to college. I ended up going to college online at some point, but then ended up dropping out. And then by the time it was I was good to go back, I was already doing the stuff that I wanted to do, so there's no point going back to college. But what I learned when I went was good. I said, if I keep on this sunny path, I think I'm going to be a pretty cool person. I'm going to be what this one horoscope book called a cosmic woman. On the other hand, with the strong feelings that I have, if I don't stay on an optimistic path, I will really become depressed and maybe die. Yeah, I've never gotten so far, but I feel like I've gotten so far. But then I go on to say, but I won't, and I will read this letter. That's another amazing thing. The fact that you will read this. But you is I. I still think everything happens at the same time, and maybe I can tap in and talk to you for real. Having a moment. Hmm. Like, and even when I read that, I kind of, okay, I'm just going to say it. So, like, there was, this has no basis in reality, but I had already had this thinking of how deja vu possibly works and how it may be your future self coming into your past self. It seems to have, well, I do have moments like that where I have this sudden visceral memory of a past moment that feels very much like the reverse of a deja vu. I was talking to my husband about this, and he was like, "That's why you like the movie Arrival so much." I was like, "You are right. Yeah, yeah, that's what it feels like." Um. Anyway, there was a sounds like a lie, but it's not. I don't feel that normally when I'm just. Anyway, there was this tarot card reader at the Renaissance Fair who I had already thought I was an indigo child, and she was like, "Oh my God, your aura is so purple," which is not the first time I've heard that either. I've had random people stop me throughout my life to tell me how purple my aura is. But anyway, so she said that I was a indigo child, and I'm gonna change the future of the world. But anyway, she said that my superpower was time travel, and that she gave me her email address because she legitimately wanted me to contact her when I figured out time travel. As I sit here with my CERN cup. Yeah. um, no, yeah. So I can't pretend that I didn't take it at least a little bit seriously, except she also said, your angels are trying to talk to you. And that is when I started to really connect with my inner voice or whatever that I did refer to as my angels for some point in time. And I guess just even metaphorically now, but even that sounds weird to some people, so I just say my inner voice. Depends on who I'm talking to and what I can feel their level of acceptance to the woo is. um, just say it in whatever way they can receive it. It doesn't sound like left field. But I immediately threw her email out because I was like, yeah, my angels are talking to me and they're telling me to stay away from you. Also, the thing she was talking about was like, she was like, could you imagine if we could go back in time and change, blah, 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 and then there would be, I was like, honey, that's not how it works. You are presupposing that you understand that if you change this one thing, then the other thing that it would change to would be somehow better than what we have now. We still have problems. We would still have problems. It's just different problems. Like, you can't run from the problems, honey. Oh, I can't. I can't. That's not. Maybe that's. Maybe that's why, because I'm obsessed. My husband makes fun of me all the time because I have. I can't. I'm a sucker for a time travel movie or book or whatever, and I cannot. Most of them do it wrong. In like not wrong. I mean, a lot of them do it even wrong, even logically speaking. Like it doesn't fine. Whatever your rules are, just follow your rules. You know. I say, I wonder if I'll still have that Phoebe persona in 2004. Again, this is supposed to be 5 years in the future, 1999. And by Phoebe persona, I meant like from Friends. I liked to think back then that I somehow was like Phoebe. I want to be a good mom, friend, wife, girlfriend, woman, person, writer, painter, actor, chiropractor. I could go on, but I'm not going to. Read your journals once in a while and remember, and then keep writing and forget and remember again. Yeah, keep forgetting to do that. I wonder if you still sit Indian style all the time. So first of all, yes, to me, it's called crisscross applesauce now. It's getting harder and harder as I'm gaining weight, but it's one of the reasons really trying to start exercising again. Right, okay. Do you meditate yet? Yes, but I haven't in a while. Do you have everything budgeted out? For the most part. You didn't get a credit card, did you? Don't give it excuses. Get rid of that card right now if you have it. Oh, when did you get your license? Shortly thereafter, I read this letter. Can you spell yet? No, but I don't have to. Spell check takes care of that for me. Nobody else can spell either. So if the world goes to shit and we lose all of our technology, then it's just gonna be like hieroglyphics. It practically is now anyway with all the emojis. Anyway, did you ever learn how to sew? Did you make that line of clothing you said you were going to? Yeah, well, I kind of sew a little bit. More into quilt making than clothing making. My husband is the one who makes the clothes. Like, I can do straight lines. I can do all of the math that's involved in making a quilt, um, all of the patterns, and there's really cool things you can do with quilts. But once you start having to like measure and then cut like this like weird circle, no, thank you. He's much better at that. Are you filled of talking of unconquered dreams, or are you everything I want you to be? Look, I'm talking to you as if you're kind of some kind of Prince Charming that I'm going to meet. Maybe you are. Maybe this is how I can learn to be happy with myself. Did you like college? Again, didn't go. Was it different than you expected? Did you live on campus? Did you meet some new friends? No, 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 no. Did you learn about them? You better be writing all of this down. Did you and Chelsea have that feast yet? Have you been off this continent? I don't think we've had that feast yet, but and I think we've forgotten about it, but we remembered and then forgot again. Anyway, um, have you been off this continent yet? Nope. Um, you're not married, are you? Well, this was because, again, I thought I was going to be, it was 5 years in the future. Um, it was only really like, I got married in 2007, so it wasn't that far off. But I said that would be bad, you're not ready. Have you gotten any closer to Ashley? Um, did you become friends with anyone that you didn't think you would be friends with? Is Chelsea taller than you yet? That would be funny, I would laugh. Debating right now what I want to do. Chiropractic or theater? Neither. Neither. There is a version of me that is doing acting. did not go down that path in this version of the universe. He said, "Arg, tough decision." Anyway, I guess that's it. Remember, everything works out for the best, which I do still wholeheartedly agree. So that was my letter to myself, and a check-in on how I'm doing. You know, that how you thought life should be at 17 is the standard by which you should live your life. I just feel like, I don't know, I've been a little lost lately, so it's helpful to remember what was once important to me before the world had its influence on me. I don't know, I feel like a lot of people would see that backwards, but like that the world's influence is what helped you grow. But, and do I agree with that? I mean, the experiences help you grow, but I think sometimes I can be too influenced by the world. So, coming back to my center is, for me, always a good exercise. So, take that what it is. Don't take this advice. If any of this sounds like advice, don't take it. Again, this is really just for me anyway. If it helps somebody else, it's awesome. We'll see what this blossoms into. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for watching if you did. I didn't realize how much I missed the outside. Nice. It's probably because it's that time of year, too. Basically just a video diary to myself, and I'm making public. Okay, so, speaking of, this can make sense to you, but did you? That's another metaphor that I can work into my life. I love that. I usually have thoughts like this in my head, and then I forget them. I'm kind of liking talking it out for realsies, and not just in my head. There's a lantern fly crawling up my fence. Okay. There's literally a squirrel over there. Um, he's so cute. Um, okay. I don't remember what I was talking about. Okay. So, um, moving on. Oh, time travel is what I was talking about. Yeah, most time travel movies suck, but I watch them anyway, but I'm always disappointed. Anyway.